Yang Zhaopeng, son of Yang Banhou, was a leader of the Yang family who stayed in Guangping, Yongnian County, China, while other family members like Yang Chengfu, Yang Banhou, Yang Chengfu, and Yang Shouhou were teaching in Beijing and eventually Shanghai. Yang Chengfu was chosen to be the one to teach the masses a more watered-down public version of the Yang family art of Tai Chi to protect the family art from outsiders. But Yang Chengfu was motivated by a poster talking about the sick men of Asia, and so he was motivated to help heal the nation with Tai Chi Chuan. Yang Shouhou, unfortunately, was not chosen to be the Yang family representative to the nation of China. He was too aggressive and nobody can stand 3 months of training with him. According to Yang family, Shaohao did not have many disciples at all. Only a few people who studied with him. And, for example, Tunan studied about 8 years with Wu Jinshen and then 4 years with Yang Shouhou and came up with his Wu fast frame. Now, the Wu style itself had their own fast frame as well. According to Ma Yu Liang, this fast frame was taught in Beijing to Wu Kuan-yu and Wu Jinchen, and it resembled what Yang Luchan and Yang Banhou were teaching there at the time, and it eventually was slowed down. Yang Shouhou was friends and confidants with Yusheng in Beijing and Chen Weiming. Yusheng wrote a book on Yang style. He hosted Yang Banhou, Yang Chengfu, Yang Shouhou. There's pictures of him with Yang Chengfu doing push hands. He had a student, Shanghu Chen, who carried on his tradition. Tian Zhaolin is worthy of mentioning. He was a student of Yang Chengfu, and he had studied middle frame and small frame with the family, and he eventually had to kowtow to Yang Chengfu, but he is said to have gotten some middle and small frame as well. In the book The Tao of Tai Chi Chuan, Way to Rejuvenation by Zhou Jianhou, he says Yang Shouhou was born in 1862 to 1930. He played Tai Chi at an age 7, and just like his uncle, Yang Banhou, he had a strong character and liked to attack first. He mastered the application of Tai Chi. His style was small but firm, his actions fast and sinking, continuous and tight. He taught aggressively and had only a few students because few people could bear his beatings. He reached high levels in Tai Chi technique, but very few people now know his methods because he rarely taught. It is said that in Nanjing, a boxer who once failed in a contest with him wanted to get revenge. The man threw lime powder in his eyes so he could not see, and then attacked Yang's face with his fist. Depending on his hearing, Yang Shouhou escaped the thrusts and with light returns of his hands threw the attacker to the ground several feet away. Later, it was said to beat the enemy with closed eyes is Yang's Tai Chi. It is also said that once, when he met a mad dog who ran to bite him, he raised his foot, throwing the dog yards away to his death. He can draw a candle flame close to him and push it away again, thus putting the fire out. This provides an example of so-called spiritual force, but the secret to this was lost. In Fujian Wen's book, Mastering Yang Style Tai Chi, it says that Chengfu's elder brother, Shaohao, learned the greater portion of his boxing art from his uncle Banhou. His character was close to the firm and contentious nature of Banhou. His boxing style was originally consistent with Chengfu's. In his later years, Shaohao began to change his frame, a high frame with lively steps, movements gathered up small, alternating between fast and slow, hard and crisp fajin, with sudden shouts, eyes glaring brightly, flashing like lightning, a cold smile, and a cunning expression. There were sounds of hen and ha, and an intimidating demeanor. The special characteristics of Shaohao's arts were using soft to overcome hard, utilization of sticking and following, victorious fajing, and the utilization of shaking pushes. Among his hand methods were knocking, pecking, grasping, and rending, dividing tendons, breaking bones, attacking vital points, closing off, pressing the pulse, interrupting the pulse. His methods of moving energy were sticking, following, shaking, and connecting. Attackers were immediately struck down. When Shaohao was teaching his students, it didn't matter who they were. Once they commenced, he would hit them. Moreover, his expressions and attitudes ranged from joy to anger. Those of shallow accomplishment imitated him with difficulty. Although his students admired his skill, they rarely were able to complete the full course of their training. Therefore, although his name was equally well known as Chengfu, Chengfu's reputation flourished in comparison. In the book Yang Style Tai Chi Chuan by Yang Shouhou, he says pretty much the same similar things that he had learned from his uncle, and he was bellicose by nature. His Tai Chi frame was higher with lively footwork, well-knit small movements, alternating with quick and slow actions. He was swift and powerful, and he put others in awe. The technical features were adapting oneself to others' movements, following up with quick attacks, using motions of sudden connection to defeat the opponent with surprise attacks. The hand movements included catching, pushing, capturing, injuring the attacker's muscles, harming his bones, attacking the vital points, controlling his arteries and veins, and using continuous and sudden connection force to throw an attacker to the ground with lightning speed. When teaching his pupils, Yang Shouhou would attack them without pulling his punches. His attacking movements were swift and ferocious, and his facial expression were changeable and varied. All this made it difficult for his trainees to imitate, which was many of them dropped out halfway. And that was perhaps why Yang Shouhou's style of Tai Chi was not as popular as Yang Chengfu's, although the two brothers enjoyed a good reputation. Yang Shouhou followed his brother to the southern parts of the country and lectures in Shanghai and Nanjing. Dr. Yang Banhou, in his book Advanced Yang Style Tai Chi Chuan, he says that Yang Shouhou was often called Mr. Oldest. He practiced Tai Chi Chuan since he was 6, and he had a strong and persevering personality. He was an expert in free fighting and very good at using various jings like his uncle Yang Banhou. He reached the highest level of Tai Chi Kung Fu, specializing in small postures. His movements were fast and sunken. Because of his personality, he didn't have too many followers.